political stability, macroeconomic stability, the last 20 years, yield a very good dividend for Cambodia in terms of economic growth. Our GDP grew at an average 7.7% the last 20 years. The World Bank indicated that Cambodia has joined the Olympians of growth, making Cambodia the 6th fastest growing country in the world. The dividend also good in terms of poverty reduction in our country. Right. The poverty rate dropped to 18% in 2013 compared with 48% in 2007. Why people should go to Cambodia to invest? Right. That's the frontiers market. Cambodia provide to investor the political stability, macroeconomic stability with high growth, low inflation, stable exchange rate. The debt to GDP ratio is low. Our investment law provided the investor with very generous investment incentives. No exchange control in Cambodia. Right. No alien business law, where we open up every economic sector to investor. You can own 100% of your operation. Okay. You can take joint venture. You can send the money into Cambodia. You can take it out, no question. Okay. The worker in Cambodia, young and dynamic, hard worker in Cambodia. The average age, the middle age, 24.1. So we do have another 30 years of productive workforce. Right. In addition, our location, strategy located in the heart of ASEAN.
Cambodia has a lot going for it, obviously. You've mentioned a couple things like political stability. As a matter of fact, the Prime Minister Hun Sen, has marked some 30 years in power, but a lot of those decades, a lot of that time has been marked by accusations of, human rights abuses and, having too firm a grip on the country and the people and, of course, the economy. Isn't that a detraction? Isn't that a distraction or a potential negative point?
I don't think so, Bernie. Under his watch, the economy grew at 7%, 7.5%. The country is peaceful. We attract FDI to the country. We create jobs for our people. Imagine, can you see for a minute, in 1979, when Prime Minister Hun Sen went to Phnom Penh to liberate Cambodia from the Khmer Rouge, there were only 70 people that live in Phnom Penh. Today, we have over 1.5 million that live in Phnom Penh. In the 70s, during the Khmer Rouge time, there's no freedom, there's no human right. Today, it's so free society. You have a lot of newspaper, you have a lot of press, freedom of expression, and so on and so forth in Cambodia. So I think under his watch, the country is doing a lot better than under the Khmer Rouge. Although, yes, there's certain area that need to be improved, but I think overall, he has done a great job for the country.
Mr. Chanthol, let's talk a little bit about the structure of the economy. Your biggest export, your single biggest export, overwhelmingly, is in garment manufacturing, which brings in, billions in foreign exchange. But the fact is, this is all. The story repeats itself again and again that this is a sunset industry. Hong Kong was a garment manufacturing base. Costs went up. It got pushed out to southern China. Costs went up there. They moved to, production moved to Vietnam and now Cambodia. This is not something sustainable. And when you have that kind of a reliance on one industry, you have to think several steps forward.
That's correct. We need to diversify our economy. The cabinet recently approved the industrial development policy for Cambodia 2015 to 2025 to bring Cambodia to the next level of its economic development. We try to shift away from a low-skill, labor-intensive industry to a semi-skill, like manufacturing, electronic component assembly, food processing industry, semi-skill where we can create job, a better paying job for our people. Having said that, we cannot ignore the garment industry that employ over 700,000 workers and produce $5.5 billion of export. But we need to look at not only the garment industry, but go upstream also to make sure that they stay in the country. The upstream, the textile, I'm talking about textile, and then the garment sector, and then shift to the light manufacturing, assembly component, and so on and so forth.
Okay, final question before I let you go, Mr. Chanthol. China, the People's Republic is currently the largest foreign investor in China, and your country was one of the original signatories to this new initiative which China has introduced, the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, or AIIB. Does that point to too much reliance by Cambodia on China as an economic partner?
Well, the IIB, Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, we are one of the founders. We are very happy that the IIB will be created as a borrower. We are happy to have a new agency to look for funding, alternative to the World Bank and to ADB. To us, Bernie, the money doesn't have any color. Either funding from AAIB for our infrastructure, or the funding from the World Bank, or from ADB. We take them all in order to build our infrastructure, in order for us to have an efficient infrastructure, lower the cost of logistics, in order for us to attract FDI to a country, to create jobs for our people.
Okay.
So I urge the investor to please come to visit us, to invest in Cambodia, and be a part of our economic development team to build a brighter future for Cambodia.